Today we're going to talk about mechanics trucks, specifically the 3500 mechanics trucks. We'll go over some bed specs and configurations, outriggers and safety for that. Go over the crane specs, some cable specs, and the GVWR of these trucks. Let's go. This truck in particular is upfitted with a Redding 9-foot mechanics truck body. This is standard on all three manufacturers or OEMs, Chevy, Ford, and Ram. It is structurally reinforced to handle this crane setup. It does feature an extended workbench on the back, as well as some bed space that you can utilize for sewing and carrying equipment. So this outrigger on this side does not telescope out. It is mounted in a way that all we can do is drop this jack. All we're trying to do is stabilize the vehicle. So we don't need to put a lot of weight on it. We just need that to touch the ground, and that is to provide stability while we're using the crane. This truck in particular does have two vise mounting holders, one located on both sides. They are interchangeable. There's a pin on the bottom here. You pull the pin out, and that was actually removable as well. On this side, the outrigger is telescoping, so it is able to be pulled out. It does lock as long as you don't pull and twist the lock on it. Same idea on this one. We're going to lower this jack. All we're trying to do is stabilize the truck, not lift the truck. A good indicator to indicate pressure on this is when the inside tube and the outside tube are contacting at the top. It is a good idea to use this level to indicate levelness of the vehicle. You always want to try and be as level as possible when we're setting up. This bumper, it's longer than a standard service body, but it does feature a large pass-through compartment where you can put small pieces of equipment in there and stow them. They are lockable as well. As far as the workstation, this is pretty much it. This has a third battery. This is what the crane actually gets its power from. We do have two fuses located in the back here. One is a 250 amp and the back one here is a 175 amp. We do have a power relay here. This is designating power from the chassis up to this battery. Then you have a manual shutoff here. You can kill all power coming from the front with this, and this is how you supply battery power to the crane itself. In this compartment, you will find a tethering cable. This can be plugged into the bottom of the remote, and then also plugged into the base of the crane. And this can provide you control of the crane in the event your batteries die in your wireless controller. This is located in the cab of the truck from the manufacturer. It does have the owner's manual for the crane and the remote in here as well. This truck in particular features the stellar EC3200 crane. This is the remote. E-stop, obviously if you push it, it's going to kill all power. If you use a simple pull to that, it does enable the remote and it connects to the receiver on the crane itself. These are your standard options and controls. They are clearly labeled, but as soon as you push the lever up, the motor will start and it will start performing whatever task you're telling it to do. There's 410 degrees of rotation on this. Calling where it was nested 90 degrees, it will go 410 degrees around. It is a 3-stage crane. If you wanted to run this to your maximum of 15 feet, you would pull this lever out and you would have to manually extend this boom out. And then also it's clearly labeled here how far out you are extended. Obviously the second stage is all the way out right now. Here's the load chart for the EC3200. This is going to show your specific angles, as you can see here or on a printout, that if we were straight vertical and very close to the truck itself, we're at 3,200 pounds capacity. But if we're at maximum reach and out here completely horizontal with the ground, we're down to 640 pounds of capacity. So this does change just because it's rated at 3,200 pounds. It's not 3,200 pounds in every single scenario and lifting angle. The anti-two block safety mechanism here, this uses a fork and spring setup. Basically, it's to prevent this block from hitting here and then causing damage downstream to the winch controller or cable or anything else associated with this. This is a 2-string setup, or 2-cable setup they call it. The 2-block system is designed, once this block comes into contact with this, it's going to actually lock the entire system out and not let you do anything else. This is to prevent damage, like I said, downstream, prevent damage to this block and or this block. Sometimes in the field, people are lifting something and it's kind of off center here and they lift up. Sometimes it can trip this safety device, so try and make sure we're lifting square when you're using these. This is a worm gear. This is what actually rotates the crane. It is able to be used when the crane is at maximum capacity. It's driven by the electronic motor located here. This is a fluid reservoir for the hydraulic. You can take the cap off here and inspect the level. The motor to drive this is all located under this shield here. This is a cable reel that is going to control your A to B switch, and it automatically rewinds and retracts. This is a radio receiver for the controller, so when you send power or signal from the controller, it relays it here and tells the machine exactly what you need it to do. You can manually control this by pushing this button located here and pushing or pulling these valves. This is the main lift cylinder. It is visible. Any leaks with that are easy to be fixed. There is a cylinder inside the main boom. That is what controls your extension. We do try to use the OEM service departments or reps. Knapheide has a really good service portal that we can enter a claim or an issue into the Knapheide portal. Someone will respond back. Do you need parts? Where do I need to send stuff? Or help us with diagnosing. Redding as well. They kind of have a service network that helps us. And then these cranes do also qualify for an annual inspection.